The crimson dust of Mars swirled around the boots of Captain Eva Rostova as she surveyed the battlefield. The Martian landscape, usually a desolate beauty, was now scarred with craters and the wreckage of armored vehicles. Her squad, the remnants of the 7th Martian Recon, huddled behind a jagged rock formation, their faces grim and etched with fatigue. The battle against the Krill had raged for 3 days, a brutal clash of advanced technology and desperate courage. The Krill, insectoid creatures with chitinous armor and razor-sharp mandibles, were relentless, their numbers seemingly endless. Eva checked her pulse rifle, the weapon feeling strangely light in her hands. Ammunition was dwindling, and the Krill were closing in. Sergeant Miller, his face streaked with grime and blood, radioed in a desperate plea for reinforcements. Static crackled in response. No answer. They were alone, surrounded by a tide of chittering, snapping mandibles. "We can't hold them forever, Captain," Miller said, his voice strained. His words were swallowed by the roar of Krill weaponry, a cacophony of clicks, hisses, and the screech of metal tearing against metal. Eva saw Lieutenant Chen fall, a Krill blade protruding from his chest. Rage surged through her, a cold, burning fire that pushed back her fear. Eva knew their chances were slim, but she wouldn't surrender. She rallied her squad, her voice a fierce command cutting through the chaos. "Listen up. We fight until the last bullet. We fight for our planet, for humanity." Her words ignited a spark of defiance in their weary eyes. They were outnumbered, outgunned, but they were not broken. Eva led a desperate charge, her pulse rifle spitting deadly blasts. The Krill swarmed them, their mandibles snapping, their claws tearing. She fought with a ferocity born of desperation and grim determination. She saw Miller go down, a Krill warrior pinning him to the ground. With a guttural cry, Eva charged, her rifle butt smashing into the Krill's head, freeing Miller. The battle raged on, a chaotic ballet of death and destruction. One by one, Eva's squad fell, until only she and Miller remained. They fought back to back, a shield against the relentless Krill onslaught. Then, with a final, desperate lunge, Eva brought down the Krill leader, a hulking beast with mandibles the size of daggers. The remaining Krill hesitated, their advance faltering. Then, they retreated, disappearing into the swirling Martian dust. Eva and Miller, battered but alive, watched the retreating horde. They had won, but at a terrible cost. They sat amidst the carnage, the silence broken only by the wind whistling through the craters and the distant hum of their damaged ship. The battle on Mars was over, but the war, Eva knew, had just begun.